Hello again, everyone. This is Rudolph Wilkins with Forgotten Fitness, and before I start this video, I really just wanted to thank all of you for the support recently. Over the last month or so, I have gained 200 new subscribers on this YouTube page, and it is simply unbelievable. If you're watching this video and coming to my page for the first time, or maybe you've watched a couple of my videos and you're not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe and also like this video. And if you have any recommendations at all, leave them in the comment section and I'll add them to my list for future video ideas. But in this video, I'm actually starting a new series called the Forgotten Fitness Tips. And this won't actually be over exercises per se, but tips to do old school exercises that you may not know. This video is how to safely bench press without spotting arms or a rack. Now many people would maybe asking themselves, how do you bench press heavy poundage without spotting arms or a rack? That seems unsafe. How would I do that? Well, there are actually two variations that I know you can do, and the first one is the one I will discuss today, which I'll go into detail, and the other one is actually a pullover and press, and I'll actually go over that in another video a little later on. But in this video, I'll actually explain how to do this, and I will demonstrate it for you. And of course, if you have any questions at all, just leave them in the comment section, and I'll make sure to respond to them as fast as I can. But I hope you enjoy. In truth, many people do not know how to effectively get a barbell into position over their chest without spotting arms. They're simply lost for the concept. They don't even understand exactly where to start. But it is in fact very simple. One thing I must mention beforehand is you do not want to attempt to heave the barbell up with your knees. This can be very dangerous because if you lift one side up a lot faster than the other, you'll have to compromise with your shoulder, and you can very likely injure your AC joint or your rotator cuff, so I would highly advise against this. In addition, you will have far less power this way, and that's important if you're doing heavy poundage, which I'll go into in a second. So this method I'm about to explain can be done on the floor or a flat bench. You want to begin by sitting on the floor or the edge of that bench and bring the barbell to your upper hips, so that is right in that crevice where your hip, where you actually bend at the hips, you'll place the barbell right there. You do not keep the barbell on your knees or upper thighs for the reasons we just explained, and you'll actually really limit your power in getting the barbell into the proper position. Next, you want to lean back and place your feet on the very edge of the bench or floor. So this is your power. This is where you're actually going to be able to press the barbell up into position. Once in this position, you will drive your feet downwards into the bench or the floor and pelvic thrust the barbell into the air. So this is your power. So depending on if you're using very heavy poundage or just poundage for reps, you will either go faster or slower, but you will actually use this momentum to carry the barbell into the proper alignment above your chest. So in my case, I do guillotine press. You can incorporate this into any bench press variation you would like, be it a floor press, a standard bench press, medium grip, close grip, a neck press, guillotine press in my case. It can be used in any variation of chest press, so it is really a Swiss Army knife kind of movement here, so it's very important. At this point, you can begin your set. You have gotten it into the proper position. You can press it up. And once finished with your set, you will bring the barbell down one final time to your chest before pressing it into your knees. And you use this momentum to help you sit up and carry you up into the standing position. At this point, you'll have the barbell at your hips, and you simply place it on the floor. And actually, Jack Dillinger is the gentleman depicted in the right, and he used this to bench press 350 pounds for reps and 385 pounds for a single rep. And you can see this little rickety old bench with no padding, the wood is split, and that's what he used. And a lot of these guys were like that. They didn't have the best equipment. If you look in these old school magazines, you can see some guys bench pressing on the stump of a tree. I mean, seriously, they're laying on the stump of a tree doing this exact formula to get the barbell over their chest. And it is an amazing tip that you just never hear about anymore. And it's really useful if you're in a home gym and you're limited and you don't have a full bench press set. Let's say you just have a flat bench. Well, this will allow you to do heavy bench presses even though you're limited on equipment. So I will preface this by saying though, I would not attempt any heavy weight until you've mastered the form. So start off with lighter weight, just work on reps, but you'll figure it out fairly quickly once you get into the rhythm, and you can go up quite heavy. So in the next slide, I'll actually demonstrate all of this for you and you can see how to do this, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, so I've placed the barbell on my hips, my feet are now on the bench, pelvic thrust into position, and use that momentum to carry the barbell into its proper alignment. In my case, I'm doing a guillotine press, so the barbell stays right in the crevice between your neck and your pec line, and as you saw, I kind of paused there before I pressed it up. That was me adjusting my hands. If you haven't seen my video on the neck press, that's important as to not damage your shoulder. So you actually do a subtle twist with the hands. But you can see it again. And then my pelvic thrust in, I use that momentum to carry the barbell into the proper alignment. And this same formula can be used on the standard bench press, close grip bench press, wide grip bench press, any of the pressing variations with a straight bar. And it is a lot different than using a dumbbell, and it should be because the weight you're using is a lot more. And it's on a bar that is connected. You don't have two individual dumbbells to mess with. So this is my favorite way to do it. If you have very strong lats, the pullover and press may be better. I will do a follow-up video. That might actually be my fitness tip video number 2, which will be the pullover and press, which is the other way to do this. But I find this is a lot more comfortable and to me feels a lot safer. And once you get used to it, you can go up to quite heavy poundage. This is admittedly not very much weight, but once you get comfortable with the form, it's not a danger to go up very heavy weight with very heavy weight. And this will also teach you how to dismount a barbell if you get stuck in the gym. That's something I didn't really mention, but if you get the barbell stuck right there, you can use this same concept to kick it up to your knees or roll it down to your hips. It'll just get you more comfortable with the weight being over you, and you have to be in control of it. So it's really a great thing to learn, and if you're limited on space and you don't have a full bench press kit, this can really help you out. If all you have is a flat bench, you can still do heavy bench presses using this formula. So if you have any questions at all, like I mentioned, just let me know in the comments section. But until next time, this is Forgotten Fitness signing out. Bye-bye.